Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Tech Motoring. On today's episode we're going to be showing you how to hardwire your dash cam or navigation or anything else that you need hardwired in your car and get rid of that silly 12 volt adapter. So hit that subscribe button, stay tuned, we're going to be right back. So first things first, let's take a look at exactly what we need for this. Now I bought this kit off of Amazon. Now it's a pretty straightforward kit. As you can see, it's just basically two wires as far as your power and ground goes. But let's start from the very beginning. So this is what we need for the actual dash cam. This is just a mini USB end right here. Now the kit does come with a mini USB to micro USB adapter in case you need that. But if you don't, the mini USB is what you need. This cable is what you run through your car. This then ties into this, which is just a black wire for ground and the red wire which will go to your fuse. Now of course we want to aim for using a fuse that is only turned on while the car is running or with the ignition, because we don't want dash cam to drain the battery, which is actually an issue I've been having because my 12 volt is always on regardless of ignition. Once we get this ran, then we choose one of these four fuse adapters here, and whatever one works for our car in this case. And once we choose this one, then we just plug that into this end right here. And then this plugs into our fuse panel, and then we just put a fuse in line for that. Now that's what we have to do, so let's get to running these cables. Okay, so the first thing we're going to have to do here, we're going to have to rip out the old USB cable that actually plugs into this 12 volt. And then once we get that out, then we can go ahead and run the new cable. And then we're pretty much good to go. We just got to tap into the fuse box and we're done. This is a pretty quick job, so let's get to it. Okay, well, there we go. We got the old cable out. So now we're going to go ahead and run the new cable. And here in this Corvette, the fuse box is actually right here in front of the passenger's footwell. So we can actually just run it right there. We don't have to run it under the hood or onto the driver's side of the car. So it's a pretty nice setup for this. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's get the new cable and run that down and go from there. Okay, so now we're down here in the fuse box here. So now we need to find a fuse that's only going to be turned on with the ignition. So in this diagram here, we have a bunch of stuff we can look at. But for us, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to use the heated seat wiper relay. And my car doesn't have heated seats, so it's not even like that's going to be used as part of this. So we're going to go ahead and use this fuse. So let me go ahead and set you down here. I'll grab this and pull the fuse out that we want to use. And now that we got the fuse out, now we have to match up one of these four adapters that came with it. So obviously we're not using the big one. This is not for this style car. This may be it. Let's take a look. Yeah, that looks to be about it there. And then we also have an even smaller one, but that doesn't match up with the fuse. Fuse doesn't go in. So yep, this is the one we need to use right here. Alright, so now that we know exactly what fuse we're going to be using, what we're going to do here is we're actually going to set this up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the 10 amp fuse that we took out of here, and we're going to put that in the first slot right there. And what this does is this still protects this circuit with that 10 amp fuse. And then on this back end here, we're going to take the 5 amp fuse that actually comes with the kit, and we're going to take that fuse and we are going to put it right there. And what that does is that protects this line with a 5 amp fuse. So this way they're two completely separate fuses. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to put it into the fuse slot. Try to make this look nice here. Like so. So we're going to take our 12 volt that we have from our fuse plug that into the camera side. And cover that with the plastic. Like so. And now we just need to find a ground. So I think what we're going to do here is, this looks pretty good right here. So I think we're going to give that a shot.
Well, as you can see, it is a pretty simple install to install this Dashcam hardwire kit in this vehicle. Only got 2 wires, one to go to your fuse and one to go to ground, and then of course running the wire from your Dashcam down to your fuse box really is the hardest part of this installation. So now that we got everything hardwired and installed, we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn the ignition on the car and see exactly what happens here. So now that we have the ignition on, you'll notice that the dash cam actually isn't turning on. And the reason for that is because we're actually not producing enough voltage to turn on the dash cam. The dash cam wiring has a built-in voltage safety, which basically means that if it gets below 12 volts, it actually cuts off the circuit, and this stops it from draining the battery. Now, of course, it'll only drain the battery when the ignition is on, but in the event that you have to wire this to a fuse that does not have an ignition to trigger it, this is how that works. It will stop your dash cam from draining your battery any further than that specific voltage that it's designed for. But we can actually just turn off our headlights, and that'll actually produce enough voltage for us to turn on our dash cam. As you can see right now, it's going to be turning on, and there we go. So with enough voltage, it will actually turn on perfectly fine. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you like this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow us on Twitter at techmotoring, facebook.com/techmotoring. Don't forget to check out our website, techmotoring.com. And remember, welcome to the future and welcome to Tech Motoring. And we'll see you on the next episode.